Today, let us look at how we can do calculations with a set of data that has been filtered out. So here I have a few data, okay. So I have months here and I have the number of products in those months. Now this is not a filtered data here because everything is visible here. And if I want to find the sum of these data, I can just go ahead and write sum of B and I'll get the sum of this. But what would happen if I want only the sum of a filter data? For example, I'm filtering out April, January, and March. But still, I'll get the sum of the entire data here. The reason is that it is taking the sum of B to B. Even if I'm using a definite range, let's say instead of B to B, I'm selecting B2 to B5. Still, I might get a wrong answer because it is adding a B3 which is not here in the filtered content, and I'm getting the wrong answer here. Let's look at how we can get the calculated answer of only the contents that are filtered out here. Now, for that, we'll use a function called subtotal. So let us start by writing is equal to subtotal. Now, when you open the bracket, it will show us suggestions as in which function do we want to call. Now, let us select sum. Instead of selecting sum, you can also write the number that is 9 instead of writing sum. So, 9, comma. Now, let us select the reference, that is the range, B to B. Now, I would suggest if you're doing subtotal function, always select the entire column so that even if there is some range that is missing or there is unfiltered or filtered, you won't miss it out. So the entire column has been selected as the range, close the bracket and click enter. Now as you can see, it has added only the numbers that are here filtered out in this data. Now, the same we can do in count as well. But before that, let us look whether this is dynamic. That is, if I select some other month as well, will the data change? As you can see, the sum changed when I selected new filter contents here. Let us look at count function is equal to subtotal. Now I can select count if I want to count the number of numerical values, and if I can select count A if I want to select the number of any text value that is non-empty. Now I will select count A here, comma. I want to select the reference that is P, and I'll close the bracket and click enter. Now I got 6 as the answer. Now let us look at the average function. So is equal to subtotal, and let us select average from the list. Average, comma, the reference one that is the range B to B, bracket close and enter. Now let us change the filtered content and see whether the data changes. As you can see, all the data has changed because we made a change in the data list. Now let us see the maximum value out of this filtered list only. So is equal to subtotal. Let's select max function, comma, the range and close. The maximum value in this list is 22,133. Now let us select the minimum value is equal to subtotal, and let's select minimum function, comma, the range is B to B, bracket close and enter. The minimum value in this list is 432. Let's change the filtered values again and see. I'll change the values again and let's bring some different values here now. See, the values have changed. Yet the minimum value is for 32 and the maximum value is 22,133. I'm trying to bring another value here. Let's unselect March and select some other values so that those value will also change. See, as you can see, the minimum value is now 455. You can also change different values and get dynamic results here. I hope this video was clear and we can discuss about more functions in the coming videos.